People who have met A-list celebrities. What were they like? When I was in high school, I was this quiet girl who loved playing piano but had crazy bad stage fright. Like, I'd shake so hard I couldn't even finish songs. My music teacher kept pushing me to do a senior recital, but every time I'd try out, I'd just freeze up and walk away feeling stupid. Our school had this community center right across the street that sometimes let students practice in the afternoons. I'd go there when I was too embarrassed to mess up in front of people at school. One Thursday, I was playing this piece I'd been working on forever when I heard someone cough behind me. I turned around and saw this old guy, probably in his 70s, wearing one of those brown cardigans and holding a plastic grocery bag. He said, "Don't stop on my account, I was just listening." I got all red and apologized for the wrong notes I'd hit, but he just smiled and asked if I could play that piece again. So I did, even though my hands were still shaking a little. The next Tuesday, he came back. Same cardigan, same grocery bag. He just sat in the back and listened while I practiced. Then Thursday again. This went on for weeks. He never said much about my playing, never gave advice or criticized anything, just listened. Sometimes he'd bring those little snack crackers from the dollar store and offer me some. Sometimes he'd tell me stories about his wife who used to play piano too, how she passed away 3 years ago and how he missed hearing music in their house. One afternoon in April, I finally asked him why he kept coming to listen to me mess up all the time. He got this look on his face, kind of sad but happy at the same time, and said, "Because hearing you play makes me feel like she's still around." That hit me right in the chest. Here I was thinking I was bothering this random old man with my terrible practicing, but really I was helping him remember his wife somehow. The night of my senior recital finally came. I was backstage literally shaking, ready to chicken out again like I always did. My parents were in the audience, my music teacher, some classmates. I could hear people talking and chairs squeaking and I just wanted to run. Then someone tapped my shoulder. It was Mr. Harvey with his grocery bag, wearing a nice button-up shirt instead of his usual cardigan. "Do it for her," he said quietly, "and for you." I don't know what happened, but something just clicked. I walked out on that stage and sat down at the piano. My hands weren't shaking anymore. I played my piece straight through, no stopping, no messing up, just music. When I finished, the whole audience stood up and clapped, but all I cared about was looking at the back row where Mr. Harvey was sitting, holding his stupid grocery bag like it was some kind of trophy, with tears running down his face. After everyone left, he came up to me and shook my hand. "She would have loved that," he said. Then he reached into his grocery bag and pulled out this old sheet music book. This was hers. "I think she'd want you to have it." I opened it up and there were all these pencil marks and notes written in the margins in this tiny handwriting. Song after song she'd practiced and marked up over the years. That's when he told me who he really was. His full name was Harvey Walsh, and his wife had been Ruth Walsh, as in Ruth Walsh, the famous pianist who'd won Grammy Awards and played with symphonies all over the world before she retired. I'd been practicing in front of one of the most famous musicians' husbands for months, and he never once made me feel stupid or small. He just listened like I was playing Carnegie Hall every single time. Mr. Harvey kept coming to my practices even after graduation.